my vlog. Today, I'm going to be talking about episode 22 of Season 16 of Deadliest Catch. And after this episode, there's only one episode left in Season 16. And the next episode is going to be a 2-hour episode to end the season. And the boats that are in this show are the Northwestern, the Cornelia Marie, the Saga, and the Southern Wind. And this episode starts out with the Cornelia Marie, and they're pretty close to the ice floe. Once the ice floe starts moving into the grounds, they're going to have to hightail it out of there. Because if they don't, they're going to risk getting trapped in the ice or sinking their boat. And they can also lose pots to the ice, because it'll take the bags under and they'll never be able to recover the pots again. The first pot they haul in has like 315, and it just keeps getting better. Then later that evening, they are still going through their gear, and they run into an ice floe, which is the leading edge of the ice pack. The leading edge has just small chunks, but once they get into the heart of it, these chunks are 500-ton pieces of ice and can do some serious damage to their boat. So once they start seeing the ice floe, they start stacking their gear and getting ready to move to new grounds. Then it goes to the Saga, and the Saga's in harbor, and Matt, earlier in the season, he had a staph infection, and he went and got antibiotics, and he noticed something was happening on his face, so when they were in town, he went into the clinic and found out that it was staph infection. So he is one of the leaders on the Saga, because Jake has 3 greenhorns, so Matt decides he's gonna take this last trip off of the season, just to be safe. And the Saga has 120,000 pounds of opilio to catch before they fill their quota up. And Jake, he's really stressing to get this season over with because his wife Jenna is due any day, and he wants to be there for the birth of his 3rd son. Then it goes to the Northwestern, and the Northwestern is in harbor, and they are just finishing an offload, and they've got about 50,000 pounds or less of opilio to catch. And he's about ready to throw the lines and head out and finish off their season. He gets a call from his wife, June, and his oldest daughter is due in a couple weeks, and Sig wants to be there for the birth of his grandchild. Says that his daughter's unborn child's heart rate is beating fast, and Sig's all worried, and he's gonna try and get the season done with as fast as he can so he can be there. Then it goes back to the Saga, and the Saga is headed out to a hot spot in where they left their gear when they went into harbor, and they've been gone for 6 days. So they get to their grounds and they start hauling in the gear, and the gear starts out with like 5 opilio crab and very little opilio crab. They start stacking the gear, and Jake's like, let's go up to the Russian line. He says, in the 5 years I've been a captain, I've never gone that far. Then it goes to the Southern Wind, and the Southern Wind is going through their gear, and they're getting very little crab. So Harley decides to start stacking his gear, and all of a sudden an alarm goes off on the boat. One of the crew members is down in the engine room, and the fuel line to the starboard engine is just spewing diesel fuel, and it's a really dangerous situation because fine mist, and if it gets everywhere, it could spark and cause a fire, and that wouldn't be good. So Harley calls Muncie, and Muncie goes down and he checks the fuel hose, and it's a metal hose which it has a crack on it, and that could make the whole engine explode. He fabricates a hose. He uses a hydraulic hose to replace that fuel line. They get the problem fixed and they get back to fishing. Then it goes to the Cornelia Marie, and the Cornelia Marie has like 20,000 pounds left of opilio to catch. And they set their gear and they start going through it. It's getting 370 crab in the pots, and it's doing really good. And Josh wants to be home for his daughter's birthday. Once they finish out their season, he can go back, and it's like 11 days until her birthday. So they're doing good. And then it goes to the Saga, and the Saga is headed up to the Russian border, and they start sending their gear. Then it goes to the Northwestern, and their first pot comes up with not very many opilio crab in it. Then another pot comes up and it's loaded with crab. With the amount of crab they're gonna get, their season's gonna be done real quick. Then it goes to the Cornelia Marie, and the Cornelia Marie is going through their gear, and Casey gets a call from the cannery. They ask him if he's willing to add another 11,000 pounds of opilio crab, which would equal $36,000, and he accepted it, and Josh has to make a decision. He has to decide if he's going to stay out to catch new additional 11,000 pounds of opilio crab, or if he's going to fly home to go celebrate with his kid. Then it goes to the Saga, and the Saga is going through their gear, and it's not getting very much crab. It's getting maybe 5 opilio crab up to 70, so that's not gonna do very good, so he's gonna have to figure out where he's gonna move his gear to up on the Russian line. Then it goes to the Southern Wind, and normally a normal string would be a straight line, but Harley decides to set the gear in a giant 50-mile circle, and once he's done that and he goes through his gear, he'll be able to use that and he'll hone in on where the crab is, and then he can bombard the area with pots and he can go and catch the remaining quota he has. Then it goes to the Northwestern, and the Northwestern is on its final pot of the season, and they always light the hook on fire for good luck. They hit the pot, and their 2020 opilio season out. Then it goes to the Cornelia Marie, and the Cornelia Marie is in harbor, and Josh decides he's gonna leave to go celebrate his kid's birthday. Then it kind of shows what's going to happen next week in the season finale of Season 16. And the captains are up against the clock because of the coronavirus. And a lot of Asian ports are not getting seafood because a lot of the container ships do not want to go to Asia, because if they do, their boats will get stuck in port. They won't be able to get them out for a while. So the captains are on a race to get their quotas finished before the price really drops on opilio crab. 22 of Season 16 of Deadliest Catch. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to hit the bell icon down below so you can be notified when I upload videos. Also, please share this video with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to smash the like button on my videos. Thank you guys for watching, and if you ain't dreaming, you ain't living. Don't forget to dream big.